I have a confession to make. I'm obsessed with Animal Crossing. I need help. So, as most of you are probably aware, Animal Crossing has recently become very popular. Not even just people who like Animal Crossing as a thing, but Animal Crossing New Horizons has become very popular with several people, and I am one of them. Everyone kept talking about how fun it was, so I finally bit the bullet a couple weeks ago and got the game. I love it. I recently spent the past 2 days flattening it, since I unlocked terraforming. What am I gonna do with a flat island? Still figuring that out, so I'm starting to regret my decision. Since I love Animal Crossing so much, I decided to showcase that love by drawing my friends as Animal Crossing villagers. I've gotten all their consent, I have texted them, and they have said, sure, you can draw me. I think that's all I have to say, so let's move on to VoiceOver Eddie right now. Hi, this is VoiceOver Eddie, about a week after that clip you just saw, and a week after I recorded this footage that you're watching right now. I procrastinated on this video because I didn't know how I was going to edit it, because I recently got my hands on Premiere Pro and Premiere Rush, and I wanted to teach myself how to do that and like expand my repertoire, and instead I just procrastinated. Where do I even begin? The first person that I'm drawing is my best friend, my good childhood friend, Tristin. We've known each other since we were 3. We met in daycare, and then we went to preschool together, but we're separated by classrooms, and then we went to different elementary schools, and we haven't been to the same school since then, but we still remain friends. Now, Tristin and I, on surface level, don't seem like we'd be friends, because he's very athletic and very... I don't know how to describe him. He's very athletic, very tall. I'm very short and not athletic and artsy. I think it's just we've known each other for so long that we just have stayed friends for this entire time. Also, he's one of the only, like, guy friends I have, because I have a very hard time connecting with guys, especially when guys act super bro-y, and he doesn't do that, although I don't see how he acts at school. So I also apologize for my big melon taking up a lot of the frame whenever I line stuff or I'm coloring. I finally figured out my recording setup, yet I still somehow managed to mess it up. I haven't been spending that much time with Tristin, not just because of quarantine, but also because he's been super busy with his job and his girlfriend, and also just having a life, having a life outside of school, but also having to handle school and his own personal life. And it's sometimes it makes me feel like, oh, do I not have enough of a personal life? So I've kind of just immersed myself in drama club just so I, have stuff to do. On the topic of the drawing, I made him a giraffe, a jock giraffe, because so I texted all of my friends like, hey, what animal do you like? And they each gave me their animals. Tristin said he liked giraffes, and so I made him a jock giraffe, because Jock is one of the personalities in Animal Crossing. I googled that, I did my research. I definitely feel like the drawing I did of him was definitely a warm-up. Like, I don't feel like I did as good as I could have with this drawing, and I feel bad about that. But I feel like I gave character to the drawing and like made it look like him. Like, if I looked at that, I would be like, yeah, that's Tristin as a giraffe. I don't know, but then again, I did draw it, so. Also, I did a lot of like damage control whenever the brown would bleed onto the like yellow or the lighter colors, and then I would just make it look like he either had another spot or he had a dent in his ear. Yeah, he doesn't wear red Converse, but I couldn't for the life of me remember what shoes he wore, so I just gave him red Converse, because I know he likes Vans and stuff like that, so yeah. And here, I was very proud of this. I googled what the Animal Crossing titles, or like character titles were, and I like made them look like a character title, and I gave him personality and the type of animal he is. And here we have Tristin, the jock giraffe, and I also tagged it with my Instagram handle, so if you want to follow me there, feel free to do so. The next friend I drew was my other good friend, Anna. I've known her for a similar amount of time, not as long as Tristin, but we met in kindergarten. I feel weird saying this, but she kinda is the equivalent to Tristin after we stopped going to the same school, but also she has her own personality. She is not at all like Tristin. Fun fact, they were actually neighbors. Not telling you where they live, but they were neighbors, and so they hung out a little bit, but now I don't know why, but they don't hang out as much anymore, which seems odd considering they live so close to each other. I live relatively close to them, but not as close as they live to each other. I need to stop talking about how they live close to each other, because I'm just rambling. This is weird because you can see my phone in the corner because I was looking at it for reference photos, so you can see the photo that I used that's on the other side of the camera, on like that side, but also the phone. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up. This one took me the least amount of time, so I need to start getting quick on talking about Anna. Anna's a good friend of mine. I've known her for a while, and I've known Anna for, I'm counting, so since kindergarten. That would be like 10 years. Anna's another one of my friends where we aren't really part of the same like groups a lot. Like she likes smart people stuff and I like artsy people stuff. Hi, inserting this little note. Recently Anna has gotten into art at her new school, and I forgot to mention that. So she's not just into smart people stuff, and I'm not exclusively into art stuff. She likes art stuff too, and I'm pretty smart. So I guess that's why we both are friends. I don't know. Okay, just had to add that so that way Anna doesn't get mad at me for not saying that she likes art. I always crack under pressure whenever I'm talking about my friends, and she wants to like enter a career in math or something like that, and I want to enter a career in art or psychology. She also doesn't go to the same school as me anymore, but we did go to the same school for freshman year. Now, talking about the drawing that I'm really proud of, Anna was actually the one who inspired this entire idea. Well, not really, but I thought of the idea, and then I immediately thought of a design for Anna and how I would draw her, how I'd make her ears, like the dog ears, basically like her wavy hair, and I'd cut it off on the head to make it look like it was actually hair coming out of her head with the beanie. This outfit was like modeled based on like stuff I'd seen her wear. The pants, I colored them gray because I didn't want to put the effort into a checkered pattern, but she does own like these like checkered or like plaid black and white pants, and they look really nice on her. I had so many outfits just like in my head, like what would I do? She really likes the band Nirvana. I made her shirt like the Nirvana like weird smile. I forgot what type of face it was. I just remembered the like X eyes, and so I made it like X eyes frowny face with dog ears to make it look like dog Nirvana, and I was very proud of that. I also made her personality Uchi because that was the sisterly dog, and that like seemed to fit like her personality. I forget off the top of my head like what Uchi was all about, but it seemed to fit her because she wasn't peppy, she wasn't snooty, she wasn't any of that stuff. So Uchi just seemed to fit, and that's the drawing, and I hope you like it. Moving on to the next one. The next friend that I drew was my friend Lauren. She is one of my close friends that I met in high school. We met in PE our freshman year. I like remember it, but like I don't fully remember it in my brain. Like I don't remember the specifics. I just remember that both of us thought that the other was cool, and like, oh my gosh, they're so cool, I can't talk to them. And I still have no idea who initiated conversation, but someone initiated conversation, and now we're friends. And I feel like we would have become friends either way, maybe? I don't know. Since we both do theater, so I probably would have met her through theater either way. Or maybe she was a reason that theater was, like, part of me. But who knows? Maybe she was, like, one of the people who, like, helped me stay in theater. I don't know. Maybe it was just theater. I don't know. But yeah, she's a really close friend of mine. At least I'd like to think so. I don't know. I have these insecurities where it's like, are we really friends? But these are my own insecurities. She's a great person, and I'm glad we're friends. That's what matters. Lauren has so many distinct features that I love to draw, but also, in this particular instance, it was very difficult to include her characteristic curly hair in a bird. I texted her, and she said that her favorite animal was a hawk. There's no hawks in Animal Crossing, but there are birds in Animal Crossing, so I made her a bird. I gave her, like, this, like, scrunchy, like, ponytail at the top of her round bird head, and this one isn't my best work, but like I really wanted to include her to show like that I care about her. I'm very proud of the color scheme though, because like whenever I think of Lauren, I think about both maroon, because she has this maroon sweatshirt much like I do, and also greens and yellow tones. So that's why I gave her the color scheme of green and yellow. But I gave her a olive green shirt, which is kind of a trademark. She's worn many olive green shirts in the time that I've known her. I think that's all I have to talk about Lauren in this drawing. I drew her pretty quick. Tristan's definitely took the longest. And here we have Lauren the peppy bird. She's the type of friend that you'd want around, and like she's very amicable, whatever the word is. Anyways, moving on to the next one. Alright, home stretch. Here we have Daphne, my other good friend, and I cannot remember for the life of me how we met. I don't remember if it was through Lauren, because I know like if Lauren is our mutual friend and she's friends with Lauren and all that stuff and friends with Lauren's friends, but I can't remember for the life of me how I got to know Daphne. We didn't share any classes. She wasn't really in the drama club, but she did help out. I don't remember how I got to know her, but I'm glad I did. She's a great friend. She really likes Gerard Way, MCR, all that stuff. These 4 friends of mine, they are all characters in the story I'm creating. That's all I'm gonna get into it, but like she's the main character. She helped like develop her own character. Her character gave me hell. This may also have to do with the fact that it got really late. Like you may notice that the light changed when we got to Lauren's, and that's because I ate dinner and then came back to it, and then it got dark. At this point I was like so tired, especially since Daphne's hair, it's beautiful. And she recently cut it, so if I just waited a little bit longer, maybe I would have had an easier time. But I'm overall happy about how it turned out. But her hair is like a nice bob type, like, haircut. It's grown out, but now it's like short, like boy-ish. But like it totally suits her, and I love it. I've already told her I love it. But like, Daphne, if you're watching, I love it. And I made her a squirrel because she said that she liked Marshall, like the Animal Crossing character. Like she's familiar with the game. I don't know if she plays it. I don't think she does, but she is familiar with Marshall and told me that she likes Marshall. So I made her a squirrel. Full disclosure, I forgot to give her a tail. So ignore that. That's just how it's gonna be. I also gave her a custom personality type that doesn't match any of them because of how the drawing ended up turning out. I made her a cursed squirrel, like those cursed images on the internet. I struggled so much because she has so many distinct styles. So I gave her some jeans and a white tank top underneath a red and black flannel. And I made her fur, or like the squirrel's fur, like a dark gray, because I didn't want to use the chestnut brown, like the dark color that I used on Anna's nose, on her skin, so I just went for a gray color, and I feel like that turned out pretty good. While it does look really derpy, and like I felt really bad that I didn't put as much effort into this one as I did with the other ones, I really like how the face turned out. It's like so funny, and I really like it. But I also feel bad that Daphne's drawing didn't really turn out as good as the others. I mean, I like it, and she liked it too. I sent it to her, and she really liked it. But I still feel bad, and I mean, I guess I'll make it up to her by drawing her even more as a human. And here we have the final drawing of Daphne the Cursed Squirrel. Here are the final drawings. I hope you enjoyed this video of me drawing my friends as Animal Crossing villagers. I had fun, even though some of them were stressful. And please like, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do with your life, wherever you are. And I hope that you will see me again soon. Bye.